Dark Caracal, Season 2, Phase 3, Episode 1, The Opening. The rain had finally stopped, but the city had not found its peace. Rakan stood alone in the abandoned park, the place where the final confrontation had ended. The Archivist was gone, without a sound, without a trace. The only thing left behind was the data core. It rested in Rakan's hand. A faint blue pulse escaped from its center, once, then again, almost like a heartbeat. Rakan stared at it in silence. For years, he had searched for the truth. Ever since the fire consumed his father's workshop. Ever since his father disappeared without an explanation. Ever since he gathered the surviving metal fragments, studied the unfinished research his father had left behind, and used that knowledge to design and build the Caracal helmet with his own hands. Every choice, every sacrifice, every battle had led him here, to this single device. He expected answers. Instead, he found silence. The Caracal HUD was still active, but something had changed. No environmental analysis, no movement prediction, no tactical suggestions. Only one line floated quietly before his eyes. System idle. Rakan frowned. That's impossible. The system had never entered an idle state while the helmet was active. He opened the diagnostic interface. Power, nominal. Sensors, operational. Communications, stable. No errors, no damage. Everything functioned exactly as it should. Yet nothing happened. Almost as if the system itself was waiting. Rakan left the park. The city looked unchanged. Traffic continued. Streetlights reflected across the rain-soaked pavement. People walked home, unaware that something had changed forever. Only Rakan felt it. The city hadn't become quieter. He had. A few minutes later, he arrived at his apartment. He locked the door, removed the helmet, placed it carefully on his workbench, then set the data core beside it. Silence filled the room. Nothing moved. Nothing reacted. Rakan sat before the engineering table, the same table where he had spent years studying his father's research, understanding it, improving it, transforming unfinished ideas into a system of his own. His father had never built the Caracal helmet. Rakan had, piece by piece, using the materials that survived the fire, using the knowledge his father left behind, until the helmet became something entirely his own. He looked at it quietly. If this was only the beginning, then where does it end? A faint mechanical sound broke the silence. Click. Rakan stood instantly. The sound hadn't come from the helmet. It came from the data core. Its blue glow intensified. Without anyone touching it, its outer shell slowly unfolded. Mechanical panels separated with impossible precision. The room filled with a cold blue light. Rakan didn't move. He simply watched. At that exact moment, the Caracal helmet activated by itself. The hood illuminated. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Then, scan failed. Rakan blinked. The system tried again. The result remained unchanged. Unknown structure. His expression hardened. That had never happened before. A thin, holographic display rose silently from the center of the data core. No keyboard, no operating system, no recognizable interface, only darkness. Then, white letters appeared. Archive protocol. A moment later, another line followed. Phase 3. Rakan whispered, "So, this is where it begins." The words disappeared. A new message replaced them. Initialization condition met. He narrowed his eyes. Condition? The screen answered. Observer has learned. A pause. Observer has adapted. Another pause. Observer has deviated. Rakan felt the weight of those words. They weren't describing the device, they were describing him. And suddenly, the Archivist's final words echoed inside his mind. You were never my enemy. You were the test. For the first time, he understood. The quiet man. Every confrontation, every observation, none of it had been meant to stop him. It had all been measuring him, waiting for him to become someone different. The holographic display flickered. One final message appeared. Phase 3 has begun. The blue light vanished. The data core sealed itself once more. Silence returned. Rakan looked at the helmet, then at the motionless device. His voice was barely above a whisper. If this is only the beginning, what are you preparing me for? Outside, the city continued as if nothing had happened, but the truth was far different. Phase 3 had finally begun. End of episode 1.